Hello, I am Barrington Brennen, counseling psychologist and marriage and family therapist, and I am in the Bahamas. And I thought I'll share with you via video some thoughts and excerpts from some of my articles that I've written over the many years. Today, at this time, this video is about the toxic mother-in-law. We have a recipe for marital disaster when it comes to mothers' involvement in their children's romantic relationships in marriage. This is particularly true with mothers and their sons. Yes, too many of today's mothers have not cut the emotional umbilical cords from their sons and their daughters' hearts. They have turned their adult children into codependent, spineless weaklings. Not surprisingly, many married adults believe that they should have a greater loyalty to their parents than to their romantic partners. The boundaries are blurred and the eyesight is myopic. The toxic mother-in-law is known to be sweet, nice, and friendly, but in the tight circle of her children and their spouses, she can certainly cause lots of pain. Unfortunately, many adult children take a long time to even recognize that they are being bamboozled by a loving, toxic mother-in-law. They are torn between their loyalties, often becoming angry, depressed, or confused. And I stress again this word loyalty, because what precipitates or continue to help that toxic relationship going is the concept of loyalty and the expectation of loyalty and what that means. A licensed social worker, Tricia Johnson, states in an article I'd like you to read, a quotation, "Toxic mother-in-laws, 12 signs of how to deal with one." And I picked out this quote: "Toxic people often use subtle methods of control and manipulation in relationships." With mother-in-law, this toxicity may or may not be noticeable to others, particularly their own children. However, their behavior can be very negative and invalidating, sometimes resulting in low self-esteem, anxiety, and even depression. End of quote. Now, the training of their sons starts when they are very young. Before their growing sons understand how to manage and interpret their growth spurts and hormones, they are being told that they are mama's boys. In some homes, even when the son is the youngest and the oldest ones are girls in their mid and late teens even, the sons are told, "You are the man," or "You are in charge in this house." It negatively, listen carefully, it negatively builds the son's ego and false concept of power and control, and places him in the path of his mother's manipulation and control. He does not realize that her love will soon smother him and that she will demand his unswerving loyalty to her as he gets older and older and older. My research led me to a myriad of articles on this topic, and hence the topic, mother-in-law is not unique to the Bahamas and the Caribbean and other parts of the world. However, I do realize that it is the elephant in the room causing the wide spread of troubled marriages due to the mother's interference. Trisha Johnson's article I quoted from could not make it clearer about the 12 signs of toxic mother-in-law. Hence, I will share 6 right now, and in another episode I'll share the other 6. Okay, now listen. As I said, when I read these things, I wondered, was she in my country or was she in my head? Listen, 1. She doesn't respect boundaries. That's the mother-in-law. Unfortunately, 2. Toxic mother-in-law often disregard boundaries by encouraging your spouse to keep secrets from you, showing up at your house unannounced, and questioning your parenting style. Poor boundaries with a mother-in-law can cause chaos and disrupt a marital relationship. 2. She thinks she's always right. A toxic mother-in-law is usually going to have an opinion on how to raise children, take care of the house, and cook. Also, she may believe that she is the most knowledgeable about what her children needs from a spouse, and guess what? You'll more than likely never fit the bill. Number 3. She's a master manipulator. Oh boy, that's a serious one. Your mother-in-law may be savvy and may not have always seemed toxic. In the beginning, she may have pretended to foster a connection with you. Yes, that's true. However, you eventually started to see a different side of her. She started to use more overt methods to meet her needs, specifically by instilling fear, guilt, or obligation in their family. 4. She is emotionally abusive. Emotionally abusive behavior includes non-physical actions that are meant to exert control over a person by instilling fear or isolation. It may be subtle, but can slowly erode a person's self-esteem. This is a great challenge for sons in particular, when his mother tells him, remember, I am first in your life. And some others actually say, your loyalty is to me first. Number 5. She's passive-aggressive. Passive-aggressive behavior involves indirectly expressing one's negative feelings rather than openly communicating them. With a toxic mother-in-law, this passive-aggressive communication and behavior may be evident if she agrees to come over for a family meal, but then picks at her food and refuses to eat. Furthermore, other examples may include lateness, avoidance, weaponizing kindness, sarcasm, and subliminal insults. These are all techniques she can use to express her feelings without needing to do so directly. Ooh, mother-in-laws. And I hope a mother-in-law is listening. And I hope that's a very good mother-in-law, and she can share this with others. Here's number 6. She's a one-upper, one-upper. A one-upper is someone who always wants to top your accomplishments, to make you feel inferior. With a toxic mother-in-law, she will see her relationship with you as a competition and will say and do anything to win. One-upper hate one-uppers hate to feel less than and will make every effort to overshadow others. This is serious, isn't it? This behavior is often used to mask low self-esteem and ease feelings of jealousy, if only for a short period of time. I hope you're getting the message that I'm sharing with you about the toxic mother-in-law. In my 30 years of practice as a therapist, with literally thousands of couples and thousands of more individuals, I have seen this, whether in my seminars or my private practice. I've seen how mothers manipulate and control, demand that they are the primary beneficiaries on the life insurance, and insult their sons, make them feel badly if they don't put them first. Well, I'm Barrington Brennen, and you're listening to this topic today, part 1 on the toxic mother-in-law. I'm in the Bahamas, and if you'd like to reach me, go to my website, soulencouragement.org. Goodbye.